And for more on this story, I'm now joined by Craig Singleton, who's a former US diplomat, joining us there from DC. Hello, Craig. Thanks so much for coming on. Firstly, walk us through the actual purpose of announcing these sanctions on Trump and Pompeo, especially at a time when they're gone, and walk us through exactly what these sanctions are.
Sure, Sarah. Thanks for having me. These sanctions are really a parting shot against the outgoing Trump administration, and China has not even fully released the list of the 28 sanctions designees. But in addition to Mike Pompeo, we know that the other individuals that were named were leading to strengthen U.S.-Taiwan relations and also to call out Chinese human rights abuses involving Uyghur Muslims. And so while these sanctions may impact the ability of these individuals to pursue certain private sector opportunities, they're principally about political theater and an attempt by the Chinese government to kind of demonstrate policy parity between the two countries. In other words, if you sanction our people, we'll sanction yours.
All right, and tell me, with Trump gone and Biden in, will this at all antagonise this new administration?
I would say that these actions are more about style than actual substance, especially because, as you mentioned, they're about outgoing officials. If there's any takeaway here, though, it's that the Chinese government is particularly sensitive to any criticism of Chinese President Xi Jinping. And when pressed, the Chinese government will respond in kind to what it sees as hostile actions from the United States.
So tell me, do you believe a new government can really bridge these differences that have been ongoing now for quite a long time between the US and China?
Well, I think based on what we're hearing in the confirmation hearings, the incoming Biden administration is approaching the China challenge with eyes wide open. In statements from each of Biden's national security nominees, they used words like rival, adversary, strategic competitors to describe China, that's a real sea change rhetorically from a few years ago, where we used to describe China as a heralded trade partner. I really think moving forward, what you're going to see is the Biden administration is going to pursue a coordinated multilateral approach to China and to alter their behavior. At the same time, it seeks to collaborate with them on areas of mutual concern, like climate change and public health.
All right. So do you believe that these two governments can work together to try and find a bridge with these real hot topic issues, such as climate change?
Well, I think there's a strong bipartisan consensus here in the United States about the need to maintain a very hard line on China, and that's unlikely to go away anytime soon. At the same time, a complete political or economic decoupling between the two countries is assessed as neither prudent nor practical. And so what we're left with is a tacit understanding that the two countries have to learn to compete while coexisting. And so I think from here on out, all eyes are going to be on the Biden administration to see how they go about striking that balance.
All right, Craig, it's been great to speak to you, and have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much.